Hi, my name is Brian and I'm the High Pop Professor. Today I'm very excited to share with you my Bowman's Best 1990s base Greg Maddux Refractor run. This run of mine, I'm very excited about displaying it. It's taken a long time for me to put this together and super excited to share this with you all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around and let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's go ahead and start off with the inaugural year of Bowman's Best, 94. We'll look at the base cards also here, 94, this is 95, 96, and we'll replace those with new ones as we get there. And so 94, this was the first one that was a little bit, well, you can kind of see he's got a tinge of the green around the face there. Yes, this is an example of a set that does in fact hulk. And in fact, the Refractor, I've shown this before in my hulking theory video. Yep, he's got a little bit of a veneer of green all over him, but it's a beautiful, glorious, shiny refractor nonetheless. This is one I sent in myself and got a PSA assigned 8, as what hulking tends to do with these cards. So here's the back. And so yeah, let's go ahead and put this and replace the base card. All these base cards are cards that were from my original collection growing up as a kid, and I still have them. Moving on to 95, beautiful, beautiful 95 set. And with this one, I actually have a couple different versions of the refractors to show. So the first one that we'll show is the error variant, where the refractor itself is not labeled on the back as it should be. And so where it should say refractor in the bottom left corner, this one does not have that. And so I do have the corrected version here, albeit very off-centered, corrected version of the refractor. And let's go ahead and check out both of these side by side once again. And yeah, you can see if this will ever focus. Yoop, there we go, that did it. Yeah, you can see the word refractor versus no refractor there. So as for which variant is more common, I think that the one with the refractor is the more common one. This one's a bit rarer to see this one. And boy, I just love this set. 95 Bowman's Best has to be one of just the shiniest sets. And boy, when that came out, that just, whew, these refractors just rocked my world. I mean, they still do. But man, that thing is just amazing. And you know, for those instances, those cases where you just can't get enough of that shine, there are a couple other things you have going for you with this set. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this here. This is the 95 Bowman's Best Jumbo. I guess they put this, I think, as a box topper, if I'm not mistaken, but boy, that thing is just a massive amount of shine on there. And so if you just can't get enough of that 90s refractor shine, fear you not. You've got these jumbos that are, and you can get these jumbos, they're actually very affordable. For whatever reason, the jumbos are less in demand, maybe more populous as well, but they're not as expensive, which is also kind of nice. Okay, moving on to 96. We have a 96 Bowman's Best. Now, again, this one we have to deviate a little bit from what we're looking at here because we had the previews set here that Maddux was in. And so when you see a 96 Bowman's Best refractor, you have to wonder, is it the actual base card or is it the previews card? And now if it's in a PSA slab, it might tell you the preview refractor, but hey, sometimes they get those wrong. And so to check whether your refractor or base card is actually a previews, look at the number. 85 in the corner should tell you it's card 85 from the set, whereas this card says BBP 14 for the Bowman's Best Previews, 14 refractor. So be careful, be aware of which one you are dealing with. So here's the refractor, and of course the authentic ones, which we'll get to in a second, from the actual set. So these previews were actually inserts from 96 Bowman, just regular Bowman. And so we have the refractor, and we had the very first ever atomic refractor, also an insert set, and it's also a preview, by the way. And so both of these cards, when you see it's got that beautiful speckly shine, love these cards. These are both in PSA assigned 9s, by the way. And yeah, check out the numbering on the back here, BBP 14, refractor, and atomic refractor. And so in fact, they did call these the Atomics. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Atomic one up here because this was the only time they actually changed the Atomic refractor pattern in just a little bit. And here, let's go ahead and let's keep these upgraded here. Okay, and now we get on to the actual 96 Bowman's Best refractor. Again, should look familiar, looks a lot like the regular card, but it does say number 85 on the back. And so turning this over, here's our 85 in the corner refractor. That is from the actual Bowman's Best set. But again, you would have no way of knowing this from the front as it looks identical to the previews. So be careful, this one's way tougher, has way tougher true odds to get than this one. And so in my opinion, it should be valued significantly higher than the previews refractors. All right, and I hate to downgrade, I hate to get rid of this 95 Bowman's Best because it's just so beautiful, but that's okay. We'll make room for the doppelganger pair here. And of course, the most beautiful, in my opinion, and the most exclusive one from this set. I have shown this card before, but oh boy, this is the authentic Atomic refractor from 96 Bowman's Best with this beautiful, what we call today a mosaic square pattern refractor. You see this also on the 97 Finest silver embossed refractors. And I am just in love with this set and this card. And so we're gonna go ahead and replace the previews with this one here. There they are, look at that trifecta, look at that triumvirate. Although the Stadium Club Triumvirate, we should do a video on those. Those were fun. Okay, now moving up to 97. And so 97, I hate to dethrone any of these things, so I'll just show the 97 base Bowman's Best card. And even this one has a little bit of hulking on there. You can kind of see on his uniform, it's got a little spot of hulking there. That happens really with all of these, you know, up to 98, 99. They started to, you know, advance their technology enough. Now, thankfully, even though there was a preview set in 97, Maddux was not a part of it. And so here's the authentic, beautiful 97 Bowman's Best refractor. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely love this shine on here. Amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and take down this previews Atomic and put up this beautiful 97. And 97 Atomic. And they changed that Atomic pattern to these little tiny squares. It's almost the X-Fractor pattern, although it doesn't have the diagonal X's going through it, so it's just these little mini squares. And yeah, he's got a little bit of hulking on there. As you can see, he's a little bit more green than he is in this one. And so let's go ahead and replace this. Now, funny enough, as I was going through picking out my cards, you know, I put together this refractor collection and I wanted to have the base cards for all of them as I do. And I was looking through because really I just get the cards from my childhood collection. Turns out I still don't have a 98 Bowman's Best base card. So you're gonna have to just use your imagination on this one. And in fact, maybe I'll put a picture of one up here as I edited this because that's just kind of fun to do. All right, but here we go. You don't have to use your imagination for this glorious 98 Bowman's Best refractor. Oh my goodness. What a beauty. Beautiful, beautiful card. And you know, I know some people are annoyed I cover up the grades here. I should have mentioned this before, but this Atomic is in a PSA assigned 9 for 96. 97 Atomic is in a PSA assigned 8 because of the hulking. But I sent both of these cards in myself. This one as well I sent in because it just looked beautiful to me, looked about perfect. This one is also in a PSA assigned 9. No hulking at all. Didn't really happen with this 98 set for whatever reason. I was glad to see that. But just beautiful cards, beautiful sets. Man, I love these cards. All right, so we'll take down this 96 and replace it with this 98. And I will say, of this entire run, this next one is the one that I am most excited about. This is a recent pickup from mine. I just got it when I was recently in Pittsburgh. It had been shipped there, and I finally got this thing in hand. I will say, I didn't mention before, but the 98s was marked the first time that they had actually serial numbered these to just 400. And so you can kind of see on the back there, you go 180 out of 400. And so that made these rather exclusive. I'm not sure what a print run was for other ones. Hadn't really heard anything about Bowman's Best Refractor print runs prior to when they started just doing that. But that makes these quite a bit more desirable, quite a bit more exclusive. And so the regular refractors were numbered to 400, but then the atomic refractor, this, oh boy, look at this cracked ice beauty. Look at this beautiful shimmer in this card. Oh my goodness. And you can see in this beautiful SGC holder, it is in fact numbered out of 100 on the back. We'll get to that in a second, but first we just have to bask in this glorious shine. Yeah, of all of the 90s Bowman's Best refractors, this 98 atomic cracked ice pattern is the king of the hill, the cream of the crop. Let's go ahead and take a look at the beautiful numbering here out of 100. There it is on the back. Kind of hard to see if I don't put the light right on it, but that's okay. We have a light just for that. And this card is just amazing. You know what? Let's get this one front and center. Let's go ahead and move it over for the king here. The king of these Bowman's Best refractors. Oh man. Okay. There we go. Can we fit them all in there? Yeah, maybe we should back them up just a little bit. Get a little more space. There we go. Oh man. Okay. All right. So there's your 98. Now 99. 99. There's only a couple left here, and we are just about wrapping things up. 99. Really cool design this year. But the thing about the 99 refractors, and you'll see this in a second here, they are beautiful, but the atomics are not. They don't pop quite like this. And that's my only criticism about them, because they're beautiful. So check this out. This is a 99. As with the 98s, they serial numbered this out of 400. This is beautiful refractor shine. Now this one, interestingly, this is a 337 out of 400. Interestingly, I submitted this card for grading myself, and I liked what I saw. It looked just about perfect to me, and I can't complain with it. It's in a PSA assigned 9, which is fantastic. The pops are very, very low on pretty much all of these 90s refractors. I'll put them up here as I do. But the one thing I was not happy about when I received this card back, I believe that PSA damaged my card. So it's still got the 9 grade, which I'm happy with. But this damage, had I noticed this on the card before sending it, I would not have sent it. And I believe that they put this little dent in the top edge. Don't know if you can see that right there. A little dent in the card and the edge. That was not there before I sent it in. And had it been there, I probably just would have put it in a Mag Pro and called it good. But I believe this was a perfect card before they went ahead and damaged it. So not very happy about that. Thankfully, that's not a usual occurrence from my experience, but still, I'd rather not have a card damaged by them if I can help it. Okay, and so we're almost wrapping things up here. We've got one more. This one does not have a ding in it, or a dink in the edge, or whatever you want to call it. And you can just kind of see, they did the cracked ice pattern on the name, but it's very subtle. And you can see it in the background too, in the diamond, like they have it there, but there's just not much of it. It's not a large enough field for it to be quite as effective of an effect for a design element. So, I mean, it's still beautiful. It's still numbered out of 100. This is also in a PSA assigned 9. Number 7 of 100. Still a beautiful, glorious card. You know what? I can't dethrone this thing. I'm sorry. It's got to stay front and center, so we're going to go ahead and keep that up there for this one. Alrighty. And so we're going to go ahead and finish up. Now, when I did my Topps Chrome base refractor run, I did technically go to 2000, even though it's, not really. It's a good bookend, good place to stop. And now 2000 Bowman's Best was interesting because every card in the entire set was a refractor sheen. Every single card had it. there was no like non-refractor. So it's kind of anticlimactic to finish with this, but I probably should put this here though, because this is probably the cleanest, nicest base card design that you're ever going to see. Of just, here's a base 2000 Bowman's Best. It's just a gorgeous, it looks like a beautiful gold refractor. This looks like a card should be 50 bucks. But really you can get it closer to 50 cents. I mean, probably $1 or $2, but you know, it's, anyway, it's just beautiful, beautiful card. And so, yeah, we'll go out with that. We'll stop the run technically with this one. But I am just over the moon with some of these recent pickups of mine, particularly this guy that is in an SGC assigned 9. I can't remember if I said that before, but it is a 9. But I didn't want you to ogle the grade. I wanted you to ogle the beauty of this cards and the shine and the gloriousness that they show forth in the right light. Thanks for joining me, and come back and check out our future videos.